Hello subscribers, myself is Kalal and I'm back with new video in which I am going to discuss scanning phase of penetration testing and ethical hacking. In last video, we have done with our reconnaissance phase of penetration testing and ethical hacking. Particularly in this video, we will be dealing with the network scanning. So the first question is, what is network scanning? Network scanning is a method of obtaining network information about hosts, ports, and etc. The main objective of network scannings are to identify live hosts on a network, to identify open and closed ports, to find out operating system information, running services, and their version. For this purpose, there are various tools, just like Nmap, Masscan, Netcat. We are going to discuss all of this, but in this video, we will be only focusing on Nmap. Nmap is an open source network scanning and host discovery tool, which was created by Gordon Loyn in 1997. Nmap offers host discovery, port discovery, version information, operating information discovery, and lot other functions. The simple syntax of Nmap is that Nmap and then followed by the various switches or flags. These switches and flags perform various functions accordingly, and then the target IP address. Just as you can see here in this example, OS discovery, then command nmap dash o switch for OS discovery and then IP address of the target. This is the cheat sheet for host discovery. As you can see, this is the flag which disables the port scanning and only scans for the active host. Here is an example that how can you run this switch along with Nmap to know all the active hosts on a network. Here is another cheat sheet for service and version discovery. Dash SW switch attempts to determine the version of service running on a port. And here is an example in which Nmap then the target IP address and the switch. You can use switch before to the target IP address as well. The next cheat sheet is for OS detection. That means operating system detection. The switch used for this is dash and capital O. Please underline that the switch uses capital O. And here is a simple syntax for that as well. Nmap provides a special feature called as Nmap Scripting Engine. It is one of Nmap's most powerful and flexible features. It allows users to write a simple script in Lua language to automate their variety of networking tasks. This is very useful to run any Nmap script against any particular service running on a port of a target. All the default scripts are situated in user slash share slash nmap slash scripts directory. Please pay attention now. Some script can cause denial of service to vulnerable system. So it is preferred to run script safe command while using NSE scripts. So I think we had covered a lot theory. So let's move towards our practical part. So in our demonstration part, we are going to cover some basic but important Nmap switches. First of that is Nmap stealth scan. So this is the Nmap stealth scan switch. What does this scan will do? Usually, while pinging or while communicating with any of the target, we have to establish a TCP connection. For establishing a TCP connection, we usually perform a three-way handshake. But this scan doesn't complete that handshake, which means that this command or this flag will simply perform only two handshake and third handshake is missed. So in first handshake we have idea that whether the host is active or not and without triggering any of the uh, firewalls of the target. So let's run this command. So within a second, we got the ports, whether they are open and service running on that port. So this is very good switch or command using Nmap. So next switch is used to perform an UDP scan, which is Nmap dash capital U and then a target IP address. As all of you can see, this command is taking a time. So we can use a time operator to enhance the speed of Nmap. Let's open a new terminal in which we will compare both the command with and without the time operator. There are 5 levels of time from 1 to 5. The 1 will be slower and the fifth will be the faster. As you can see, using this time flag, a result is loaded faster, and this command which we have entered earlier is still loading. So this command gives us the information about UDP ports, their status, whether they are open or not, and the services they are running. The next command which we are going or switch we are going to perform is used to probe open ports and services and version on that port. So the command for that or switch for that is S and capital V, then a target IP address. We got the result of the switch we used, the service, the versions of that service, and on which port the services are running. The next switch is used for OS detection, which is a capital O, Nmap dash capital O, and a target IP address. So this command identified the kernel used by Linux machine and some other information regarding the machine. As you can see, the MAC addresses of VMware and again some open ports and all that stuff. So sometimes you may wanted to save this output in a file. For that purpose, we can use a flag which is dash O and capital A. This command will or this flag will take another argument which is the name of the file. This switch will save the output of a command in three different file formats. One of them is XML and other two are related to Nmap. Let's enter our file name as time pass and hit enter. So let's check if we have any file here. You can see this command generated three files with different file formats. You can use dash O and capital X to generate only XML file. So till now we have covered some flags or switches of Nmap. Now we will discuss about Nmap Scripting Engine. To run default script of Nmap, we can use Nmap -S and capital C switch and a target IP address. This command will run all the default Nmap script in safe manner. Yeah, the result of default script is loaded and given us a lot of information regarding our target. Like we got the name of the OS, the server running on, the target, and a lot of stuff. Um, as we have discussed in our theory session, that all the scripts are located in the directory. So let's have a look at how many scripts we have there. As you can see, there are a lot of the scripts available. We have seen in our scan that SMTP port was open. So for our demonstration purpose, we are going to perform or use any of the SMTP script which is available here. So let's run this script as a demonstration. The command will be and a target IP address. And the script is being run. So in this way, you can try most of or all of these scripts, but make sure you have proper idea and knowledge about them. You can read about them on internet as well and official site of Nmap. It is recommended to read about any script before using it. So I'll conclude our demonstration session now. I would like to extend our today's session to thank all the viewers who supported our previous video. Your support really encourages us. And here is an bonus content for all of the viewers. We can use these commands to scan beyond firewall. These are some techniques. First technique is packet fragmentation. This command will split the packets into several fragments to confuse and evade firewall. The next method is source port manipulation. You can use -g flag to manipulate actual port with the common port. Usually, the firewalls allow common ports and block specific port. So we can pretend them that we want to connect with the common port and hiding our intent to connect with the hidden port. And the third and last method is IP address decoy. This command will generate a random number of decoy duplicates IP address to confuse IDS and firewalls. As a result, it becomes hard for firewall to determine the actual and scanning of IP addresses. And here is a command for that as well. So here finally I'll stop this session and we will be meeting soon in our next session. Thank you.